Do your squats feel as bad as this looks? On this episode of Under the Rig, we're going to dive deep into how to fix your squats, adjust you accordingly, and make sure that you're doing things properly, unlike this one. So a couple things we notice here. Are you experiencing pain in the knees? The knees are caving in, your body's falling forward. There's a few different ways we can instantly try to correct some things and get you as less pain as possible. So what I'm going to have Coach Bailey do is right here is simply take his feet out just a little wider and then squat. From there, maybe the knees are still going forward, they're caving in. Maybe we got to tell him to push his knees out. Fixed! Voila! But sometimes it's not that easy. So for those that have a hard time with just the cue of driving the knees out, what we like to do is give the client, give the member something to actually push against, some tactile feedback. So what I'm going to have Bailey do is take one of these mini rubber bands. He's going to step in, put it just above both knees. And we're going to go just above the knees. We don't go too high, because what we're trying to have him do is track his knees outward. So then from there, going underneath the barbell, same thing. We have his feet a little wider, toes are slightly out. And then I'm going to have him push against the band, create tension against the band as he's sinking down into his squat. So now, what that's going to do, again, is give you some feedback to then drive those knees out over the pinky toes. That way the traction's not forward, and allowing his hips to go straight down. Notice how he's keeping his chest up as well. Also take some tension off of the knees, distribute it through your quads, through your glutes, into your hamstrings. Good, go ahead and rest. So the 3 points, right? The feet are good, the knees are tracking out, that's not an issue, but if you find yourself still falling forward, not able to keep that barbell up nice and tall, your chest out, you feel it in your back, a great cue for this, or a great tool to get your client or get yourself in a good position, is a box squat. So we'll pull this box right underneath Bailey. And now giving him the cue of, hey, I want you to push your butt back first towards that box while keeping your chest up and dropping straight down, straight down. Tapping on that box, driving straight up, as if somebody had a string on top of your head, versus just shoving the butt too far back, collapsing forward. But again, knees are tracking out, head and chest is high. So these are just some simple ways to address those issues. The feet are too narrow, the knees are collapsing in, your body's collapsing forward. What can you do without just saying, hey, take your feet out, push your knees out, keep your chest tall, is use these tools. Use a mini band, use the box, and we hope that serves you well.